Hi everyone, my name is Ayadosh George Kulanara, and as you all know, I'm a traveler. I travel all around the globe, and since it's Corona now, I'm not able to travel much these days, so I was a bit depressed. So I called up one of my friends who is working at NASA, and he asked me to come over, and I went to him, and he had already made a space shuttle for me. He asked me to get in, and I got inside, and there was something weird about the space shuttle. For some reason, I just tasted it. It was salty. And I looked at him. What's this, man? He said, there's nothing to worry. It's a space shuttle made out of salt. And that was very interesting because my name is Ayadosh, and that space shuttle is made out of salt. So it becomes an iodized salt. And I said bye to him, and I switched it on, and it just simply took off. And I got into space. And it was moving very, very fast that I could see all the planets passing by. Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, though it's not a planet anymore. But I wasn't interested in any of this, so I didn't stop anywhere. I wanted something more, exciting. So in front, I could see a butterfly a few light years away. And that was very strange because nobody sees a butterfly back there in space, right? So I went right towards it. And I was nearing by, I found that it was a planet which was shaped like a butterfly. And I got into its atmosphere. And I was looking down from up there. And I saw many continents, same like how we have on Earth. These continents were round in shape and they were called the follicles. And in between that, there was an ocean of blood. Instead of water, they had blood. And for a change, I decided to land onto the ocean. And I landed on the ocean, and obviously I splashed blood all over, right? Because it's a very heavy space shuttle. So I splashed blood onto a fisherman who was on a boat nearby, and he got all drenched in blood. He was like, "Hey, what is this, man? Can't you see me?" He said. I said, "Sorry, sir, I didn't see you. I'm a new guy, so please pardon." So what's your name, by the way? My name is Iodide. People call me I-. Oh, sir, my name is Ayadosh, and can you show me the places here? I don't know this planet itself. I said, okay, fine, come with me. And he told me about the culture there. People normally live on the ocean, and once in a while they go to enjoy onto the continent or the follicle. It's just the opposite of what we have on Earth, right? Because normally on Earth we live on the land, and once in a while to enjoy we go to the beach. Here it's just the opposite. People live on the ocean, and once in a while they go to the follicle to enjoy, because inside the follicle there is a place called colloid where you can enjoy to the maximum. They have many hotels out there where you can enjoy. And he took me to one such follicle, and as we were nearing by, he said they'll be checking inside, so you don't have the IDs, right? So you take my pen drive with you. And he gave me the pen drive. I was very happy, and I thanked him. And I got into I got close to one of the follicular cells. There are many follicular cells. It's like an immigration, right? Like there are many follicular cells. I got into one of the follicular cells where there wasn't much queue. So as I approached it, there was a security there, and it was the cell membrane. It was like, where do you think you're going, man? You are a charged particle. I am the cell membrane who is made out of lipids. How do you have the audacity to think that you can pass through me? Go get some, become something neutral and come to me. I was very disappointed. And as I was turning back, I could see an equally disappointed Na+ there. So we teamed up and we became neutral, and we got right through the cell membrane with our heads held high, confidently and actively. And I got into the follicular cell. But the hurdles weren't over. There was one more hurdle to pass. It was a second security checkpoint, and there was the slot for the pen drive. I went to the slot and I put the pen drive that the other guy gave me, and a computerized voice came, scanning, access granted, it said, and the door slowly opened. The door was called the pendrin. The door which opens with the help of a pen drive is called the pendrin. And I had my first sight of the beautiful, the much hyped about colloid of the thyroid planet. And I got into the colloid, and a guy suddenly came near to me, He was very warm. He said namaste, and I asked his name. He said, my name is peroxidase. And he said, I can guide you through all the places here, but there's a problem. You are a negative particle. There's no place for negativity in this land of colloid. People come here to enjoy, so it's only chill vibes, no negativity. So, but I said I'm a bit depressed because I was not traveling for long. He said, don't worry, I'll make you neutral. And he oxidized me, and from I minus I became iodine. And with him, with this peroxidase guy, he took me to a place to stay. It was a hotel which was very long. It wasn't tall, it was actually long. And there was a board there. It was written Thyroid Hotel. And I got inside, and as he had explained everything to me, there were many rooms there. The rooms on that planet were called the tyrosine. It was like tyrosine number 1, tyrosine number 2. There were many rooms there. And as I'm a Malayali, I obviously started peeping into each and every room, and there were many couples inside in some of the rooms, and they were very excited. And since I am a single who would like to mingle, I got into one of the rooms where there was a very beautiful iodine lady, and we spontaneously got into love. Her name was Iodita, and it was love at first sight. We started planning about our future, how we would have many small iodide kids. And she said, I think we shouldn't plan much about the future because anything can happen any time on this planet. Because there's a guy called TSH who comes once in a while, and he disturbs the whole thyroid, and he stimulates it, and he actually expels us out of this colloid. We will not be able to live on this colloid anymore if he comes. I said, nothing's gonna happen when I am around. I said this very confidently, and suddenly, to my surprise, it all started shaking. And I was wondering what's going on, and I and Iodita, we got outside of our tyrosine rooms, and we were looking at the people of other rooms, and suddenly an announcement came. TSH attack, it said. It was the announcement from the Thyroglobulin Hotel. You shouldn't move as a single person or as two people. You should team up to become at least 3 or 4, or else you will be de-iodinized and dead, it said. So we had to team up somehow. We were just a couple. So when I looked to my right side, I saw another beautiful iodine lady. So I said, I think we should team up or else we'll be dead. And I took her hand and I caught a hold of her. And we became a T3, like two chicks on both sides of mine. And there were other couples who teamed up with another couple and became T4s. And rest stayed as monoidotyrosines and diidotyrosines. And we were still in the colloid, right? So we had to somehow get into the ocean to be safe. So we started moving towards the follicular cells which were on the periphery. And this time, through a process called pinocytosis, we could get into the follicular cells. And we were about to jump into the ocean of blood. And suddenly the god of ocean, the Kadalamma, it came out. It said, you cannot jump into me because you are a lipid hormone now and I am blood. Then as she was telling this, suddenly many boats came by, honking, beep, 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 it came by. It stopped at the stop. It was the thyroid binding proteins. And we got into T3, right? With 2 of the chicks, I got into the boat. And similarly, other T4s also got into other boats, and we all started moving. And some of the T4s, right, they were very nasty people. Some of them were very nasty. They pushed out one of the guys from their boat, and they also became T3. And some of the T3s and T4s, they couldn't get a boat, so they simply jumped into the flood. And they became free T3s and free T4s. Like they said, Padachone and Katone, and they just simply jumped into the ocean. And we started moving along, and we started stimulating all the cells and tissues that we came across, raising their metabolic rates and functioning as an ideal T3. We were very satisfied with our lives, and I was very happy with the 2 chicks with me, and we lived happily ever after.